Have you ever promised yourself that this time would be different? That you would stop procrastinating, stop scrolling so much, stop emotional eating, stop going back to the same bad habits that hold you back? And for a few days, maybe even a week or two, you do great. But then you get busy and life happens. You get tired, you get stressed, and suddenly you're right back where you started. And maybe you think, why am I like this? What's wrong with me? Why can't I just stay disciplined? Why does change feel so hard? But what if the problem isn't you? What if you're just using the wrong tool? What if you've just been trying to change in a way that doesn't work with how the brain actually functions? Today, I'm going to share a simple, science-backed way to break bad habits and build better ones that doesn't rely on forcing yourself, using more motivation, or beating yourself up. Before we dive in, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Safaa and I'm a certified habit coach and a life coach, and I'm here to help you transform your lives by changing your habits, shifting your mindset, and reaching the goals that really matter to you. And one thing I see again and again with my clients is that they come up to me thinking they're lazy, but they're not. They think that they are weak, but they're not. They're just stuck in patterns their brain learned over time. Exactly like I was not too long ago. And the beautiful thing is that patterns can be changed. Let's start with something important. How habits actually work. Every habit follows a simple loop. There's a trigger, then you have a craving, which compels you to do something. So this is your response, your behavior, the routine you do. Then you get a reward. For example, you feel an emotion like stress or anxiety. So you go and eat a piece of chocolate cake, for instance, and then your brain feels comfort. That's the reward. Or another example, at work, you feel overwhelmed by an important project you need to do. You procrastinate and grab your phone. Your brain gets a little distraction or relief from your current reality. Your brain avoids discomfort for a few seconds, basically. Here's an important distinction about procrastination. It's not always scrolling or watching videos. Oftentimes, procrastination is sneaky, and the distraction shows up as doing easier, less important tasks. You answer emails, for instance, you work on smaller projects, you organize things, you tweak small details. So it feels productive and you get a dopamine hit of completion in your brain. So the reason why you do that is because the easier task gives you immediate gratification. It feels good. The task feels safe and your brain loves that. Each time this loop happens, your brain learns, this worked. I felt better in the moment. Let's do it again. And over time, the habit becomes automatic. Not because you lack discipline, but because your brain is doing what it was designed to do. It was wired that way. But the problem with bad habit is that deep down we know that it was not the thing we were supposed to be doing. For instance, we should have been working on something else, on another project. And you know that you avoided that one task that actually moves the needle in your life or business. So anxiety starts creeping in. This is what leads us to something I call the guilt playground. When you procrastinate, you usually don't relax. You scroll, but you feel bad. You do easy tasks, but you feel behind. You avoid the hard things, but guilt follows you. Perhaps you might be watching this video right now while feeling stuck in the guilt playground. So you're not fully resting and you're not fully working. You're stuck in the dirty middle. You may be just sitting in guilt and feeling low-grade anxiety and thinking, I should be doing something else, or feeling behind. Now here's where most people go wrong. They try to fight bad habits with willpower. They say, I just need to push myself. I just need more discipline. I just need to be stronger. But when we're tired or emotional or stressed, the thinking part of our brain goes quiet and the habit loop takes over. That's why motivation fades. Willpower alone isn't the solution because it doesn't work long term. So what actually works? The answer is surprisingly simple. Awareness and curiosity. Those two things. Instead of fighting the urge you feel, you observe it. Instead of saying in your head, I shouldn't be doing this, you gently ask yourself, what am I feeling in my body right now? What am I hoping this habit is going to give me? Let's make it real. Next time you reach for your phone, pause and ask yourself, am I bored? Am I overwhelmed? Am I avoiding something? Next time you procrastinate, you can ask yourself, is this fear? Do I feel doubt? Is this uncomfortable? Or next time you eat emotionally, is this hunger? Or am I eating my emotions to feel better? So this is key. When you slow down and truly pay attention, and you do that with curiosity, not judging yourself, something happens, and that's quite powerful. Your brain starts to see the habit clearly for what it is. You notice you are trying to escape a negative emotion. You realize, well, consuming doesn't actually relax me. It makes me feel anxious, to be honest. Busy work doesn't actually move you forward. Emotional eating doesn't actually fix the emotion. When the brain starts to realize that the reward isn't as great after all, the urge starts slowly to weaken and it loses its grip on you. So over time, the craving weakens naturally, not because you forced it, but because your brain learned the truth, thanks to your awareness and curiosity. Let me give you a real example. Many people think scrolling or consuming content makes them feel better. But when they slow down and pay attention, they notice their body is tense. Their mind feels more overwhelmed. They don't actually feel relaxed. And when the brain realizes, wait, this isn't helping me, the urge slowly loses its power. And the same happens with stress eating or with procrastination, with any bad habit. Awareness rewires the habit loop. Okay, so now here's the good news. Every urge you feel is an opportunity to build a new neural pathway in your brain. Your brain is constantly changing, and this is called neuroplasticity. Each time you respond with awareness instead of autopilot, you weaken the old habit and you strengthen the new one. And at first, this is hard, but it becomes easier and easier. And not because you forced it, because again, your brain rewired. Okay, now, if this resonated with you and you're ready to change your life and need extra support in this process of building better habits, I'm currently offering a free private consultation. Book your call now. The link is in the description. Okay, now, let me share with you an amazing practice that is simple, that you can use every day, multiple times a day, when an urge appears. So when you have this temptation that comes up, notice it. Get curious. See yourself from the outside. Take a few breaths. See what happens. Each moment of awareness is a moment of change. Each time you delay your response, you win a little more the battle every day. It matters. Please hear me on this. Breaking bad habits isn't about perfection. It's about patience. It's about replacing guilt with curiosity. It's about understanding yourself. And when you do that, change feels lighter. If you've been struggling with bad habits for years, I want you to know this. There is nothing wrong with you. You're a human, and you can change your brain. Your brain can change. Your brain just learns some patterns that can be unlearned. And with awareness and patience and consistency, real change is possible, and sooner than you think, once you practice this tool over and over again. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure you go and click on this video where I go deeper and I summarize the key concepts of the book Atomic Habits. Thank you for watching.